EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole... lot better than that time we were down there, and I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3.
Third down, Young from the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On 2nd and 9, Young. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Steve Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
I want to revisit New Orleans' season here, Charles, as they come back out for this next. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
Let's go, baby.
Baltimore coming back out here on offense. Charles, unfortunately for the Ravens this year, it just feels like a failure. Yes, the 14 wins in the regular season, but that divisional round loss to Tennessee, such a shocker, really stunned everybody in the NFL.
It certainly did, and I know exactly what you're saying when you say it feels like a failure, yet you don't want to say it, do you?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it just feels wrong to say that, but let's face it, the bottom line is getting to the ultimate prize. And when you're 14-2 in the regular season, you're the #1 seed in the AFC, and you lose at home in your first playoff game, it will feel like a failure, and hopefully that'll motivate them going forward. But I think part of it is they didn't need to play Week 17, and they pulled a lot of starters. So now that week is gone where you don't play. You get the open week, right? You end up getting essentially
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Sanders. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
60 outlaw.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
58, Mike, 58.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I know you felt that one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now Young. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To throw, Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting ball stripped.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
General West.
Wide. Get
Hey, Echo. Echo.
Young now after the fumble recovery. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.